Good evening, I'm Jesse McCall. Tonight we dedicate our broadcast to a nation that is often misunderstood by parts of the world, but is currently writing one of the most remarkable stories of the 21st century. To those of you that are watching from abroad, who may still associate Cambodia solely with its history, both tremendous and even tragic, tonight we present the reality of the 2026 Kingdom of Cambodia. Yes, Cambodia is a small country, but it is a global player. Cambodia is a nation that honors its past while sprinting toward a high-income future. Tonight, we look at why the world is turning its eyes to Phnom Penh, to Battambang, to Sihanoukville, to Kaip Kapot, to Svai Rieng, to Pre Veng, to Siem Reap, in short, to Cambodia. We start tonight in the heart of the United States capital, Washington, D.C. Prime Minister Samdech Tepedi Hun Manet's visit to Washington this week for the Board of Peace meeting is a landmark moment. For those unfamiliar with the history, the United States and Cambodia have had a long-term relationship, a diplomatic relationship spanning over 70 years. There have been times where it's been complex, but even despite complexities, Cambodia remains profoundly grateful for the relationship with the United States. After World War II, it was the Washington Agreements and Treaty that gave Cambodia their land back from Thailand, who had tried to occupy it while siding with the Japanese forces. During the Khmer Rouge and the Khmer Rouge regime, the United States accepted maybe the largest amount of Cambodian refugees to go live in the United States. And over the decades, the United States has been an amazing support in healthcare, demining, education, trade, commerce, and investment. There's a narrative that some people use saying Cambodia must choose between China and the United States. This is a false narrative. Cambodia, as a nation, relates deeply to China, more recently as a strategic infrastructure partner. But the history with the United States is also a strategic relationship, one of shared economic aspiration. This week, bilateral trade with the United States hit a staggering $1.32 billion for January alone, a 48% increase. This wasn't by accident. It follows the successful negotiation of the reciprocal trade agreement, which has established a favorable 19% tariff rate for Cambodian exports. You see, Prime Minister Hun Manet isn't just visiting the United States as a guest. He is there as a mediator. By chairing peace initiatives alongside President Trump, Cambodia, a country that truly understands the cost of war, is now teaching the world how to maintain peace. Cambodia is a sovereign, neutral bridge between the East and the West. Turning to Cambodia's domestic borders, we must address the situation at the Cambodian-Thai border. We must issue a strong, unwavering condemnation of Thailand's illegal and reckless occupation of Cambodian territory, as highlighted by Prime Minister Hun Manet's interview with Reuters. For listeners unaware of the geography, the border between Cambodia and Thailand has long been defined by international treaties dating back to 1904 and then 1907. Yet in recent months, Thai forces have disregarded these legal boundaries. They have deployed boundaries, shipping containers, barbed wire, roadblocks, trenches in areas that are even beyond their own unilateral maps that they've drawn, clearly within Cambodian sovereignty. Yesterday, I saw a statement by the Thai military saying, "We have strictly adhered to the ceasefire agreement from December 2025, while at the same time, out of the second corner of their mouth, the other corner of their mouth, admitting that they have put in shipping containers and barbed wires and trenches where the treaty said no further reinforcements of the boundary until the boundary has clearly been defined. This is not just a disagreement. This is a reckless violation of international law. During the conflict last year, over 600,000 Cambodians were forced to flee their homes during last year's military friction and the invasion by Thailand. Cambodia has shown immense restraint for the sake of regional stability. But the continued presence of Thai troops is an affront to Cambodia's dignitary, with over 80,000 Cambodians still living in displacement camps that cannot return to their land without fear of Thai aggression. There is the Joint Boundary Commission, the JBC, which is a technical body established a couple decades ago, where dialogue and discussion can be taken place on any parts of the border that are disputed. Yet Thailand has refused to come to the table, but has chosen to build barbed wire and shipping container and walls along the border, trying to annex Cambodian territory to be their own. It should require and it should demand strong international condemnation. I want to also talk about another topic that has had much international chatter, and that's regarding scam centers. It's time to set the record straight. Scam centers are a global plague. It's been said again and again that unfortunately we're living in the golden age globally of scamming. But I also want to point out that Cambodia is one of the countries that, of course, has been affected by this golden era of scamming. But Cambodia is, as we speak, also leading in bringing the cure as well. I want to point out that these scam centers, the ones that would be present here in Cambodia, do not involve Cambodians. They're not operated by Cambodians. They're operated by foreign criminal syndicates. They're in isolated buildings with no threat to any of the rest of the population, including myself, who I live here. And they have attempted to hide within Cambodia territory. But the royal government of Cambodia is letting it be known that Cambodia is a country that respects the rule of law. Cambodia is safe, a peaceful nation, and scammers are not welcome here. I want to point out that scammers are everywhere in the world, from the high rises of Singapore to the call centers of India to even the suburbs of the United States. But Cambodia is doing something about this. Cambodia has deported, since 2023, has deported over 48,000 foreign nationals that have tried to come here and have had some level of involvement in the scam industry. Just this last week, thousands of criminals that were discovered during these recent crackdowns to be involved in scamming were sent back, they're not Cambodians, they were sent back to their home countries. Cambodia is not a haven. Cambodia is making itself to be a fortress of justice. Cambodia is open for business, but let it be made clear, Cambodia is closed to criminals. I also want to talk about trade. I want to talk about global trade. I want to talk about Cambodia as an investment destination. For the global investor that's watching tonight, if you are looking for the next tiger economy, look no further. Cambodia is developing at a pace that rivals some of the most rapid growth stories in history. Under the RCEP, this is called the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, Cambodia's trade just with the region grew by 14.7% this last January. Cambodia is now a $6 billion a month trading powerhouse. Why Cambodia? Well, we could go on and on and on about so many of the reasons, but Remember this, Cambodia offers 100% foreign ownership of businesses, a rarity in Asia. Cambodia has rapid urbanization. Cambodia's cities are transforming. We attracted $752 million in new investment just in this last month alone. Diversification. For example, Cambodia, did you know that Cambodia is the world's 5th largest bicycle exporter and a growing hub for green energy? We could go on, but in short, Cambodia is an amazing investment destination because Cambodia is a young country in spirit and in demographics. There is more opportunity here than almost anywhere else in ASEAN. This is a kingdom on the move. As we close tonight, we also want to look at the future, the Cambodian people. Some of Cambodia's greatest asset is a generation of tech-savvy, ambitious young people who are ready to compete on the global market. The United Nations is currently backing the export of Cambodia's verify.gov.kh, KH stands for Cambodia, platform. Think about that. A platform developed by Cambodians is now the model for the Philippines, for Laos, and for Georgia. Yeah, Cambodians people have moved from the fields to the cloud. With 22.9 million mobile connections in a country of only 17 million, Cambodia is more digitally connected than many Western nations. We are ready to be the tech hub of Southeast Asia. We've seen the ambition, we've seen the talent, and as you've seen tonight, Cambodia has the momentum. So, in closing, let me remind you, Cambodia is small, but Cambodia is bold. Cambodia maintains its sovereignty. Cambodia is ready to embrace the future. So, thank you for joining us. Thank you for believing in Cambodia. Come be our guests in Cambodia. Come and visit if you've never explored Cambodia, or if it's been quite a while since you have explored Cambodia. Come back for another visit. Every single visitor that we have almost ever had here over the last decades are always pleasantly surprised. Thank you for joining us tonight on Cambodian Horizons News and Perspectives. We'll join you again soon. I'm Jesse McCall. Good night from Phnom Penh, Cambodia.